in the actual comp. Your family's there watching, you hear the loud time, climbers must begin climbing now. And it's a whole other like psychological, stressful level.
And feel like if you're training to compete, every minute that you're not in the gym is a minute that somebody else is getting better. If I'm training, 20 hours a week, I should be doing this boulder. What am I even doing it for? What am I wasting all this time on if I'm not achieving these goals? And that can really send a lot of climbers, and myself included, into a pretty negative spiral.
Mentally handle, how much are you going to train? How much are you going to do these types of workouts? What if you do this, this, and that? And then on top of that, it's also, how are you going to like take care of yourself as a human being and separate your life from climbing? Be aware of that mindset, but it's hard to do when you've been training for something for months and it does feel like it is do or die time.
A lot of climbers attach their identity and their sense of self-worth to their climbing. I started climbing because I was very competitive. I wanted to beat everyone.
But I've had moments where I feel like the pressure just gets to be too much, and it has created a lot of like anxiety, especially around competitions, that it kind of makes me forget, like, okay, why am I here? It can be a hard question to answer under like really intense amounts of pressure. Like, why am I here when I'm so stressed out and so anxious?
I find a lot of climbers run into this identity crisis. It can get really toxic, especially when you feel like you're not getting out of climbing what you put in. That's something I've really struggled with in the past. Most of the climbers that I've met tend to be really obsessive about climbing. They will put all of their eggs in the climbing basket right off the bat. It's a pretty addictive sport, so it's really easy to fall all the way down the climbing rabbit hole. I have seen climbers who have fully burnt out. They found other passions and they have essentially moved on from climbing.
Climbing is such like a crucial aspect of not only my life, but my identity. But I really wouldn't have it any other way. I love climbing and I love all aspects of it.
It can be, for some people, a slippery slope from learning discipline in athletics, but also in life. And I think that can very quickly, if not properly supported, turn into like toxic behaviors for the sport, for the individual.
When my competition would go off the rails, a lot of anger, a lot of like negative self-talk. Even though it isn't in my control, once those 4 minutes are up, boulder's gone forever. I like to give myself completely to whatever I'm doing. I'm very competitive. If I'm not good at something, I hate doing it, or I will work my ass off to be good at it. I'm not a person who can kind of half jump into something. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't think I would have the will to live. Um, yeah, it sounds morbid, but personally, I've built my life around this sport, and I can't really imagine starting over from scratch, doing something else. It's just, I love this sport too much. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of who I would be without climbing. And I think like if you were to ask like my friends and my family, like who would Skylar be if she wasn't a climber? I don't know. I don't know what the answer would be. I don't have a good answer for like who I would be without climbing.
Yeah, I mean, I've not thought too far in the future about all this. But man, I can't think of anything that I could get as much joy out of as I do with climbing.